This document is not merely an extended guide. It is the definitive enterprise-grade strategic operating manual, a bespoke confidential commission for C-suite digital commerce strategists, global brand portfolio managers, and institutional investors who demand absolute, total, and unassailable command over the most critical operational lever in high-value digital retail: conversion rate optimization CRO. This comprehensive manual transcends generic platform advice like Shopify, providing the most granular, exhaustively detailed, and UK legally vetted operational, financial engineering, and advanced neuropsychological blueprints for the immediate elimination of transactional friction, proprietary maximization of customer lifetime value (CLV), and systematic assurance of exponential, verifiable return on investment (ROI) across all deployed capital in the United Kingdom and global markets. Our singular, uncompromising focus is on asset fortification and financial flow optimization, moving irreversibly beyond conventional, low-margin e-commerce theory prevalent in the UK market. We mandate the application of rigorous financial engineering principles, proprietary cognitive load optimization techniques, and a fortified global supply chain resilience protocol to systematically secure irreversible market share penetration and guarantee the highest possible net profit margin on every unique visitor. Crucially, this framework is specifically calibrated for UK Consumer Rights Act 2015 compliance and GDPR data residency mandates, ensuring all optimization is conducted within the bounds of legal and ethical conduct, thereby building maximum institutional trust. This framework is the guaranteed vehicle for your transformation into the unchallenged digital commerce authority, enabling sustainable generational wealth creation and establishing a durable, self-perpetuating financial autonomy structure. Online Business in United States 2025, Module 1, Hyper-Scientific Technical Fortification, UK Latency Mitigation, and Cognitive Load Optimization. This foundational module is dedicated to achieving technical sovereignty by ruthlessly attacking every millisecond of latency and every point of decision-making friction, recognizing that speed is a direct function of trust and profit within the exacting standards of the sophisticated UK digital consumer base. We utilize advanced econometric models and behavioral science to precisely quantify the financial cost of technical debt and engineer a zero-latency user experience. 1.1 Front-end asset auditing, quantum compression, and zero-latency protocol. We enforce the absolute doctrine of hyperspeed fortification, detailing the exact, proprietary algorithms for achieving sub-second load times that inherently repel capital-deficient, transactional competition. This includes the mandatory structural replacement of legacy image formats with next-generation protocols, for example, Web or AVIF, and aggressively utilizing lazy loading not only for images, but for all non-critical, off-screen content. We mandate comprehensive, automated auditing of all third-party application integrations, isolating and instantly removing any elements that introduce excessive, render-blocking JavaScript or an optimized CSS, which causes perceptible, profit-eroding lag. Furthermore, we cover the deployment of a proprietary client-side rendering optimization protocol to ensure the core conversion elements appear instantaneously, irrespective of the full-page load status. This strategy is critical for reducing abandonment during peak UK shopping periods, for example, Black Friday and the Christmas retail season. 1 point to Global Content Delivery Network CDN Fortification, UK POP Mandate, and server-side strategy. You will master the deployment of an enterprise-grade global content delivery network CDN fortification strategy, securing exclusive multi-year contracts with specialized consortia to guarantee assets are served from the closest geographical point of presence, POP specifically prioritizing secure and highly performant data centers within the United Kingdom. This ensures sub 100 milliseconds time to first byte TTFB for the primary domestic audience. Crucially, we mandate the technical configuration of server-side rendering SSR for all above-the-fold content, delivering a perceived instantaneous load time, a core psychological trigger that reinforces user trust, authority, and commitment to purchase. This protocol extends to asynchronous loading of all non-essential scripts, preventing them from blocking the primary content rendering sequence and guaranteeing an uninterrupted, high-integrity conversion path, which is a key component of ethical optimization practices. 1.3 Mobile-first transaction architecture, fingerprint dominance, and UK accessibility compliance beyond mere platform responsiveness. You will architect a true mobile-first transaction architecture engineered for single-thumb dominance. This involves mandated design protocols for all critical purchase path elements, geometrically optimizing call to action, CTA button sizing, ensuring intuitive one-tap form field clarity, and restricting primary navigation to minimal, high-intent touch points. The goal is the absolute minimization of user cognitive effort and interaction required to proceed to payment, recognizing the mobile device as the dominant commerce platform, especially for impulse or repeat purchases. This section includes advanced biometric authentication integration protocols, facilitating near-instantaneous, secure checkout via fingerprint or facial recognition, fundamentally eliminating password friction. Module 2, Conversion Command Center Engineering, Advanced Neuropsychology, and UK Consumer Trust. The Product Detail Page PDP is the ultimate point of commitment. This module delivers the absolute execution blueprint for transforming the digital storefront from a passive display into a high-velocity sales conversion center that meticulously manages cognitive load and eliminates decision paralysis by building specific trust points relevant to the discerning UK consumer. 2.1 Proprietary Value Proposition Anchoring, Financial Engineering, and VAT Transparency. You will command the ethical deployment of anchoring bias, strategically introducing high-fidelity, high-end reference products, bundles, or predecessor models adjacent to the target product. This move psychologically cements the target product's perceived intrinsic value and reduces price elasticity. Mandatory inclusion of a fully transparent, multi-variable total cost of ownership (TCO) analysis or a quantifiable return on investment (ROI) statement must be positioned with executive prominence beneath the primary Add to Cart button. Crucially for the UK audience, we mandate upfront, explicit disclosure of the value-added tax VAT component in all pricing displays and ensure continuous compliance with evolving HMRC e-commerce guidance for digital and physical goods. This financial engineering display scientifically forces prospects to view the purchase as a long-term asset acquisition rather than a short-term expenditure. 2.2 EAT Fortification Protocol and Auditable Social Proof Deployment. We implement the ultimate, non-negotiable evolution of the EAT experience, expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness framework. This demands verifiable third-party technical authority endorsements from recognized UK industry bodies, securing top-tier ISO certifications, and showcasing auditable client case studies. You will then master the deployment of true situational scarcity driven by live sensor data feeds reporting real-time inventory levels, component lead times, or print facility capacity leveraging the immense sociological influence of genuine, auditable social proof derived from verifiable competitor client testimonials and financial case studies. This section also covers the rigorous vetting and display of high-fidelity user-generated content (UGC) that acts as peer-level validation, while strictly adhering to UK Advertising Standards Authority ASA guidelines regarding testimonial authenticity and claims substantiation. 2.3 Visual Hierarchy Optimization, Loss Aversion Strategy, and UK Data Residency Assurance. The product description mandates a peerless, multi-channel, multi-touchpoint content hierarchy optimization strategy. All content must utilize a pyramid of relevance, starting with irrefutable customer benefits, the why, moving to core features, the what, and concluding with technical specifications, the how, scientifically forcing commitment through sequential, authoritative information delivery. Furthermore, we strategically deploy the loss aversion principle by clearly communicating the quantifiable negative consequences of not purchasing. For example, the risk of stock depletion or the opportunity cost of delaying the financial benefits. All imagery must include 3D product renders and high-fidelity video loops that serve a functional purpose in preemptively addressing common return risk factors. Crucially, all data handling must include a prominent UK data residency assurance statement guaranteeing compliance with GDPR and establishing maximum user trust. Module 3. Checkout sovereignty, financial hedging, and irreversible enterprise valuation. The final and most critical phase is dedicated to solidifying operational sovereignty over the payment process and deploying retention strategies to systematically claw back lost revenue, securing the required financial sustainability for guaranteed high-value acquisition. Exit. This is the core of establishing a legally and financially robust entity within the UK market. 3.1 Frictionless transaction architecture and UK payment gateway integration. You will construct a zero-friction checkout tunnel that is ruthlessly streamlined into a single, visually segmented page, eliminating all unnecessary user clicks or navigational distractions. We mandate the absolute implementation of all major express payment options, for example, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Shop Pay, and specialized UK-focused gateways, for example, WorldPay, ADIN positioned prominently on the cart page itself, designed to bypass the traditional checkout process entirely for committed, high-intent users. This protocol demands absolute and non-negotiable transparency on all shipping, VAT, and tariff costs before the user reaches the final payment confirmation step, thereby eliminating the number one systemic trigger for final stage abandonment. All payment processing must be demonstrably PCI DSS compliant. 3.2 Advanced cart abandonment mitigation, predictive modeling, and UK retargeting compliance. Deploy proprietary, stochastic financial models specifically calibrated for high-ticket transaction recovery. This involves sophisticated behavioral tracking to identify high-risk abandonment profiles, for example, users who exhibit hesitation on the shipping field or navigate between cart and product pages. We mandate the immediate initiation of a peerless, multi-channel abandoned cart recovery sequence, integrating enterprise marketing automation with specialized CRM systems to deliver contextually sensitive email, SMS, and retargeting ad campaigns that precisely address the likely point of friction, for example, offering a specific shipping discount to a user who abandoned on the shipping screen. All retargeting practices must strictly adhere to the privacy regulation and ICO Information Commissioner's Office guidance on electronic communications and consent. 3.3 Financial flexibility, UK consumer rights, and reverse logistics protocol. Crucially, we mandate the ethical deployment of financial flexibility by offering multi-variable financing options, for example, buy now, pay later services like Klarna or ClearPay to psychologically reduce the cognitive burden of the full retail price, effectively transferring the short-term financial risk away from the consumer. We detail the indispensable protocols for full compliance with the UK Consumer Rights Act 2015 regarding product quality and fitness for purpose, as well as adherence to Consumer Contracts Regulations 2013 for distance selling. This includes securing contractual performance clauses for specialized UK return courier services, ensuring high-touch, hyper-efficient reverse logistics and returns processing. Finally, we provide the full executive framework for recurring revenue model fortification, for example, Service contracts, consumable subscriptions, a required component for maximizing your final enterprise valuation for a successful, substantial acquisition strategy or seamless, high-yield business succession transition.